When someone who impacted the world, someone important dies, flags go to half-mast. Yet today, I woke up, and Megan, the love of my life, was not next to me. And what we must remember in this moment is that the flags of our hearts, of everyone whose lives Megan has touched, fly low. When I met Megan, we didn't intend to date. And as you all know, Megan was my girlfriend. But not only my girlfriend, she was my best friend. We met, and the first time we met, she was so rude to me, I thought maybe I'd never speak to her again. I was so upset. She got an attitude with me, and I don't know that I thought she was a good person at the time, but I gave her a chance. And as we progressed and we started talking, I realized I really liked this girl. So we went out one time, and we hung out, and we got some drinks. And I remember the moment exactly. We were sitting by a pond watching the sunset, and we were talking about conspiracy theories, something that normally would be completely uninteresting to me, but I could have sat and listened to her talk for 1,000 sunsets and sunrises. And I realized this is the girl that I wanted to spend forever with. After that, we started dating, and I realized in those moments that I had with her, forever was not a long enough time. And unfortunately, the forever that I expected with her has ended today. But what I must focus on, and what we must focus on, is the good memories we had with her. Megan was a devoted person. Like most of us, she wasn't good at everything. But the things she wasn't good at, she put so much motivation into to make sure she could get better at it. And I think that's one of the characteristics that not a lot of people have. I think another thing was her motivation to do things. But not just to do things, to be active. I remember one summer school ended. I wanted to accomplish nothing. I wanted to lay in bed and do nothing all summer. But Megan decided she wanted to learn Mandarin. And in that, I picked up a few things. And those little phrases I'll always remember, I'll know that those are things she taught me. So if I ask you, how are you doing today? Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma, I ask you. I hope you can say pion very well. I hope you can say that because you can focus on the memories that Megan gave you in her life. Megan survived by her mother. Her mother's an amazing human being. And I think when you say she got it from her mom, I think that's something she really did. She got all of those great characteristics right from her. Her mother is such a loving person. I remember 3 weeks before her death, it was right after Thanksgiving, Megan decided that she was hungry. And her mother, she texted her mom and said, I'm hungry. And her mom came there with a platter of food. I mean, more food than I ate on Thanksgiving, just because she wanted to make sure her daughter was happy. And it's those little acts of caring that Megan focused on and brought forth in her life. I think you see that through her love for animals. I came home one day on her birthday with a cat, something I didn't know if she'd really be too excited about because I didn't let her know ahead of time. And she was so ecstatic, I swear I watched that tear roll down her eye, and I knew in that moment she just loved everything that existed, every creature. And it's in those small moments you see the focus. I promise you, the animals she loved. I spent more time watching videos on Facebook of dancing pandas and cats taking baths, dogs chasing lasers, and birds speaking in human tongue than anyone ever needs to see in their life. But when I did it with Megan, it made me happy because I knew it was satisfying her, and I knew those little things were showing how much she loved things. Megan was an amazing human being with motivation to just see the success in everyone. She cared about so many people. I remember one day we were walking down the street in Cleveland, and Megan walked by a homeless man, and he looked hungry. So she decided we were going to stop at a store. We went to our car, and we drove there, and we bought bags of groceries and brought them to this man. And I didn't know until we got there what we were doing. She wouldn't tell me. And when we did, I saw that it wasn't because she wanted someone else to see it. It was just that she wanted to see the satisfaction in her heart. All of you knew her. She was a caring and loving and happy person. And I think what we must focus on is those memories that she brought forth to us. They say that the fire in Megan's life and the fire she brought into our hearts has burned out. But what I want to focus on today is one fact. There are flowers that only bloom in a forest after the fire has destroyed everything else. What I wish we would focus on is the fact that the flowers that bloom in our hearts, because someone is beautiful and the flame that Megan has brought to us has touched us, is something that will never end. And I hope in that moment, when you have that in focus, you'll be able to be happy, even on such a sad day. So I say, even though our flags are at half-mast, and even though she's gone, let's focus on the memories that she's brought us, instead of the sadness which we feel in our hearts today.